Okay everyone, welcome to our channel, Geek Productions and Media. I'm Ryan Jones and here I'm with my two co-hosts of this little video, Jack Reynolds and Tom Reynolds. They're both shooting some gameplay of Star Wars Battlefront and Black Ops 3 for you to watch while we talk. And we're just genuinely going to discuss some games, news about maybe some TV shows. And so, yeah, this is Nerd Talk episode 1. This might be the only episode, this might be the first of many episodes. So, let's get into it. Let's start with you, Tom. Battlefront, what do you think of it so far, since you're the only one in the group who's been playing it?
I think it's really good, but the grenade spam's insane. It's like, basically you'll turn around the corner and get 5 grenades thrown at your head and you're dead.
You know what, I've got to give it to the game. I'm not happy buying it, obviously. I've said it before, like the price and like the DLC, but that's all anyone's complaining about, isn't it? You don't hear anyone saying, oh, gameplay's awful or anything, dude. Yeah.
No.
So I think that's a positive.
It's a really good Star Wars game. Like if you get it just for the Star Wars feel, it's gonna work. But
yeah, I think that's fair to say. Like it does. I've watched a lot of gameplay and been discussed it a lot, and it's like it feels like Star Wars. It looks like Star Wars, and like there's no denying that the game looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's really good. I've played it a bit. I'm on level 18 now. So
nice.
Got around 20 hours or so.
I think it's ridiculous the unlocks for the character customization.
What's that?
Yeah.
You've got to pay to unlock the skins and things like that.
Yeah,
I think it should just be unlocked with levels.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot better.
Some of them are unlocked with levels, but you've got to pay for some of them. Like it's 17,000 for the alien races at level 50.
Yeah, see, exactly. Like so if you want to play as a Zabrak or a Twi'lek or anything like that, like that's, I think if we were, it's not fair to compare the two games, but let's say take like SWTOR and think about how, you know, you could get, like, you walk onto a planet in SWTOR and there's like lots of different species and followers, and it looks like a very, like, it looks like Star Wars, doesn't it? It's a universe with lots of different creatures and that. And I think that'd be my one complaint that I've seen so far of like actual gameplay wise.
Yeah, on I mean there was loads of complaints about people saying that the stormtroopers should not be able to change the helmets and stuff, but they don't realise the stormtroopers not clone troopers.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen yeah, it's cool. I've seen. I really like the look of the Shadow Trooper in that video that I think IGN
max level it is. But
yeah,
I can't wait.
I've seen a lot of it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like the different stormtroopers and stuff. I think that's really cool. What would you say personally your experience? Have you experienced any bugs with the game so far? Or
the very first day I got it on Walker Assault, the game didn't start at all. So someone was on like nearly 200 kills, and everyone to end the game, everyone had to leave, which was a bit buggy. But I haven't encountered anything else yet.
So that's it. It's day one, isn't it? So it can be expected. I think. Like when it comes to day one, like bugs or anything, like we tend to let it slide as like gamers, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so that's
this game is perfect for the Star Wars feel, as I said. So.
Yeah, that's good. Alright, so that's Tom on Star Wars Battlefront. Hopefully you can expect more videos with him playing Star Wars Battlefront soon, maybe some character loadouts and whatever else Tom feels like recording of Star Wars Battlefront. And let's go on to our other guest currently on TeamSpeak with us, Jack Reynolds.
Hello.
There, Jack. Alright, so Jack's recording some Battlefront 3, but Jack's also playing a lot of Fallout 4 at the minute, aren't you, Jack?
Yeah, I think you meant Call of Duty there.
No, what does
Battlefront?
Oh, yeah. No, he's playing he's playing Black Ops 3 right now, but that's what he'll probably record for this video, but he is playing a lot of Fallout, and I have some experience with Fallout 4 myself. I've played a fair bit of it, but Tom's the only one not interested in Fallout 4 currently, are you, Tom?
I don't really mind it. I'm not interested that much by it.
What do you think of, let's start with Black Ops 3 then, Jack. Let's discuss that a little bit just for our viewers. How are you feeling about Black Ops 3? Do you feel it's an improvement on past games, or do you feel like they're still going down with Call of Duty?
It's definitely an improvement from Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts. It's probably what most, Advanced Warfare should have been.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair to say.
I like the new rank system they've got, which is called Arena. It allows a more competitive style of play.
I've played a bit of that myself. Yeah, it does. It has a lot better feel than I remember on Black Ops 2. Like their ranked matches, the matchmaking on that wasn't as good as I think Black Ops 3 is. I think they definitely improved. Even including like the record and stuff and everything, I feel like Black Ops 3 all around's made for more like your professional gamer who are in like more into like league play and stuff, don't you think?
Yeah.
I haven't liked Call of Duty since probably my favourite's always been Call of Duty 4, and Ryan knows I really do not like Call of Duty.
No, that's fair.
But
And I'm sure one day we might actually let Tom play some CSGO for the channel or something. There'll be a link in the description of this video below to Tom's private channel. He's got some Battlefront footage up there, and he's also got some SWTOR footage. He's got some Outlast footage where he nearly broke his mic. That's fun to watch. He's got and of course the main game he plays on that channel is CSGO, so go and check him out. What rank are you currently on CSGO, Tom?
Global Elite.
He's a hard guy, as you can tell, so check him out, link in the description below. But yeah, Jack, so back to Black Ops 3, you played it, you've completed the campaign?
No, not yet. I've gone about 25% through it and then got bored. That's yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a real problem with the Call of Duty campaigns now, because I played about 2 missions on it and was like, no, I'd rather be playing zombies, to be honest.
Oh, speaking of zombies, I've only played it once.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the main reason I bought it.
It was a first for me, but now that I've seen multiplayer, I'm much more interested in that because it's, I don't know, it's a lot more fast paced.
Yeah, that's fair, because I think the way they've went with zombies now, like obviously in the older games, I've always been a fan of the Easter eggs and like the story behind zombies, and I feel like that's one of the main importance they've had for it now. And like they tried to, I think like what we're seeing is I don't know if you've seen the other map, the Giant.
Yeah.
The remake of their Rees from World at War. I feel like they're trying to build up a bigger, more story like they did with Black Ops 2, and we're seeing it even more now. And there's quite a lot to the zombies, to be fair. But no, I think it's fair to say that overall Black Ops 3 is a good addition to the Call of Duty thing, and I had a lot of faith in it because it's a Black Ops game and I like Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. I think Treyarch have done a good job. I'm sure Tom would still disagree with me though.
Black Ops 3. I've seen footage, I think it's better than the other two combined. I just despise the other two. I didn't even like Black Ops 1, so... No, that's
That's fair. I remember I actually traded in a game Mafia 2. But I went because yeah, it's a great game and I completed it, and obviously afterwards you can still go back and play the missions and explore the open world a bit more, but it's not like GTA where you've completed the story and now you can go around and cause a bit of chaos and buy cars and buy stuff. So that disappointed me a bit. So I traded it in and went and put an extra bit of money to it, got Black Ops 1, and I did regret it, to be fair. Like thinking back, I think I get a bit nostalgic over it, like playing with like my younger brother and stuff, and think, oh, Black Ops 1, really good game. But when it comes down to it, no, I did regret taking Mafia 2 and replacing it.
Yeah, when I think of when I think of Mafia 2, I also think of LA Noire because they're just so similar.
Yeah, with like the vehicles and like the time.
Yeah, the
time. I understand what you mean. There was a great part of Mafia 2 where I believe it was Mafia 2 where it's steal food stamps because it's stored in the war.
I don't remember myself, it was time ago, but...
Yeah. Most memorable moments on Mafia 2 and actual like a cool moment, I remember a funny moment, was when I was playing it with a friend and my mum walked into the room as it gave me the option to pick up a collectible item that I found on a mission, and it was a Playboy cover of a female, very nude. Always thought. Okay, so while we're on the subject of Mafia 3, what do you think of that?
That looks really good, I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah. Any ideas about the story based on the trailer that we saw?
I haven't even watched the trailer, to be honest.
Haven't you? Oh, it's really good.
I've read that there's gonna be like you're gonna have leaders of your gang or something like that, and they're gonna influence certain parts of the city. I can't remember where it's based, but it's gonna
New
be really
Orleans,
good.
isn't it?
I can't remember.
I thought it was New Orleans. I don't know whether it's New Orleans or New Orleans because everyone always pronounces it differently. But
Yeah.
Depends where you're from, I guess.
yeah, probably, especially like with all the different dialects in America. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's there because you see like the swamp, like the bayou sort of thing, don't you?
Yeah.
The crocodile eats the guy.
Can't wait for that game.
Yeah, that'll be a really good game to play, I think.
There was also a
Remember
season
those
pass. Did you hear the season pass announcement for Battlefront?
Yeah,
They released more details on
yeah.
it.
What is it? I know there's 4 extra heroes coming. Well, 4 extra heroes and villains, isn't there?
There's gonna be
And isn't there
20 new locations.
Yeah, I thought so. That's cool. Do you reckon any of those new locations will be on a planet that's not in base game?
Yeah, they did say they're gonna be on new planets. Not all of them, but there's gonna be some of them apparently. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope they do one on maybe I would say Caravan or Coruscant, something like that. But I don't really think it would be around the time period where this is set. So
Yeah. Talking about the idea of Battlefront and the season pass, and obviously that's where a lot of people are getting really annoyed with this game. That's my personal thing with it. Like, I don't want to have to buy this game for £42 because I know I'll see the maps and I want them, and I probably won't get them. But do you feel like with the hype of Star Wars 7 coming out, and do you think Star Wars is getting a bit of overkill right now? So like they brought it out at just the right time, so everyone's like Star Wars. Everyone's a bit happy over Star Wars, so they're like, gimme.
I feel like they could have changed a lot more with this game, but mostly it's they're just releasing Battlefront to get people hyped for the movie overall,
Yeah.
which is obviously a good tactic to get more sales for the movie, especially with the DLC that I've got myself for pre-ordering, Battle of Jakku, which comes out December 1st if you pre-order it, and December 18th if you're normal, if you've got the game.
Yeah.
Get that
yeah.
anyway, doesn't matter if you're pre-ordered or not, you just get it sooner.
Yeah. That's fair to say. That's I think when it comes down to that's what it's all about, really, isn't it? Because let's be honest, that's the core. $4 billion. That's what Disney spent to buy this property, and they've nearly made it back in 1 year of owning it.
Yeah, I read something that on not pre-orders, you know, ticket sales already, but yeah, before the movie's even out, they've made around $50 million just from ticket sales before it's out. Quite good.
Yep. Going back to the Star Wars, the Battlefront, like the maps and such, a throwback, a map I loved on Battlefront 2, what I'd love to see again, if they redid that for set on Tatooine, Jabba's Palace.
Ooh, I don't remember that myself, but I can't really remember it, but I would like some kind of Jabba's Palace setting.
Yeah. See, I heard someone talking about it the other day, and I feel like what they said was very good. They should have had a single player in it, and it should have been like the Left 4 Dead kind of single player, where it's holding off a wave and doing like a checkpoint kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of like survival though. Not with the checkpoint, but you've got to hold off against 15 waves of varying AI and shadow troopers, normal troopers, 80-80, not 80-80,
That's the thing as well. They're all capped at 15 rounds though, aren't they, all the survival? Yeah. It would have been more worth it to just make it unlimited and just have it get harder and harder, a lot like zombies on Call of Duty.
Definitely, zombies just define the survival of most games.
Yeah, like that whole wave-based thing, like you still see it today on the new one, like people just pushing the limit on where they can get.
Yeah. It's like people will buy Call of Duty just for the zombies, as you said.
Yeah, exactly. Call of Duty Zombies, I'm going to speak a little bit about that. I've spoken about it in depth before, but obviously the new one's got I'm getting the season pass for it. Because I want to play all the zombies maps. I always have, and I always like that. With Treyarch, we'll always go that. We'll always get your actors in that you're familiar with and that you know, and when you're playing zombies you'll see one of the characters and you'll be like, 1 minute you'll be sitting there and you'll be like, oh, look at that, like you're playing it and you're like, oh my god, I'm Ron Perlman, that's so cool.
It's like one of my memories from when I did play Call of Duty Zombies was playing as Danny Trejo on Call of the Dead.
Yeah, that was a great map, I loved that. Playing
Yeah.
as Sarah Michelle Gellar was probably my favourite.
Yeah, such a fun map.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's go into talking about movies a little bit. Let's back off the games a bit, because these are all games that you'll probably see more of on the channel, and we'll probably talk about more with these guys and well, probably with just these two and me. We're more the game focused of the channel, me and Joe about movies. But let's us three talk about movies right now. Let's talk about the movie of the year, because we all know what it's going to be. It has to be The Force Awakens.
Definitely. Above anything else. We're gonna go see that in cinemas the day it comes out, all of us.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't
we're
know
not
about Jack, but
Yeah. We're not even a month away now. We don't even have a month left to wait.
it's around 20 days left.
I know.
Oh, I'm
it's
so excited.
so pumped. In fact, you know what? I'm that pumped. 1 second.
Oh, where's he going? Where is he off to?
Talking about The Force Awakens has got me that pumped that I went over and I picked up my Kylo Ren lightsaber and I'm holding it. I'm just that hyped.
Reminds me of The Hobbit. You're gonna be taking that to the film.
I'm going to bring this with me. That's a good story. We when we went to see The Desolation of Smaug, we were very hyped for it. You get and see a battle with Smaug the dragon, the hobbits obviously we're talking about. And I went in town and I bought Sting, the elven blade that Bilbo carries with him. And I still have that somewhere. I'm pretty sure my little brother stole it and runs around playing with it. But yeah, I took that sword with me when we went to see. But no, I'm definitely taking my lightsaber with me.
Okay. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Kylo Ren, the villain?
Kylo Ren is a badass. That is
Yeah.
all that needs to be said about Kylo Ren. People are saying, oh, but he could be the next Jar Jar, is what I've heard the argument being. No, I don't feel like that's a justifiable argument, to be honest.
Jar Jar can, I mean, first of all, he's the villain. He's not like a side protagonist in a way.
Exactly.
Jar Jar protagonist, please no.
Exactly. But yeah, I feel like Star Wars 7 is just gonna be people like you hear people like boycotting it over Finn, the character, over
Oh,
John
no.
Boyega playing him,
That's
which
bad.
is ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
idiotic. You hear people saying that they don't like it because Disney are making it. You hear people saying that, you know, it's gonna be just like the prequels, I only like the original trilogy, and it's like, come on, let's be honest, we're getting Star Wars 7, it's gonna be enjoyable no matter what. I feel. I don't think this movie can flop.
Yeah, with we've got Harrison Ford coming back, you know, bringing back the old gang, Mark Hamill.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's I just can't wait. Chewbacca. I wonder how they play Chewbacca in the film, because we haven't seen much news on him, have we? Like at
No.
all. We've seen seconds of footage. Admiral Akbar's back. We saw he was in the trailer.
Episode 7. They kill off Chewbacca. What do you think?
Oh. I mean, it'd be
That-
fitting. It would drive
It
like
would be.
some interesting story arcs. But
Well, that we've seen in one of the scenes, Raya. Ray, yeah. One of the main female, the main female of the movie. I'd like to say she's on most of the posters. A lot of people are saying that's the new universe's equivalent of the expanded universe's Jane Solo. And I like that idea a lot, that she's gonna be the child of Luke and Han, because there is a scene when she's crying, and if you look carefully at the bottom of it, it looks like it could be a big fairy dead body. And I don't want Chewie to die, but I feel like it is a possibility.
that'd destroy me, and it'd destroy Han as well.
Yeah.
Assuming
there's
he's
that
not dead
scene-
by then.
Oh god, yeah, Jesus Christ. But there's that scene in the trailer, do you know what I'm talking about, where after we see Kylo Ren using the Force to torture that one pilot guy,
Yep.
we see like the planet, like the trees getting wiped out by some kind of force blast.
Yep, yep.
I would really love that to be. She's, you know, she's related to Luke and Leia. She's on the floor, she's crying. Chewbacca's dead. If this is what's got to happen, I want it to be. She's upset. Chewbacca's died. She's really like, this is like, it's basically a member of her family grown up together. You know, we took care of her. It's like, they're related basically. And like, when, like, it could be the equivalent of her best friend. And then once he dies, she just, that's when she realizes she can use the Force. She harnesses it. Boom.
Yeah, but I think if she used it in that way, it would be more of the dark side of the Force. If it's in, you know, anger.
Well, I wouldn't blame her giving into the dark side of the Force if she's never been taught to control it. If he didn't believe that she had it.
Yeah. It's like obviously Anakin didn't, you know, he used that wrong, doesn't he?
Yeah. Okay, so just quickly, we're not I don't think we're finishing yet. Are you guys still good to talk for a little while?
Can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's 6:30 in the morning now.
Yeah.
We've been up for it. We're late night. We're the late night kind of people. But so this, ideally this would be sort of a thing we do differently. We probably wouldn't do it as short, but this is just going to be a short one, just talking very briefly about things. Obviously we're not talking about as much as we would if we did these longer, but so we will cut this one short soon, but not too short, hopefully.
It would be more planned out with like what topics we talk about too. We're just making this up on the fly.
Just sitting here, me and Tom have just finished the latest episode of Gotham. We're just sitting here, like waiting to get ready for school basically, and we were like, why don't we just shoot some footage and talk about stuff?
Yeah.
But
some Battlefront in me.
yeah. But so yeah, I'd just like to say that if you do, please show us that you support us. Give us a like or give us a dislike and comment below and say, you know, I feel like you could do this to improve your videos or whatever. We appreciate it.
Or say that we're assholes, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like we've got me and Tom just sitting here blathering on fangirling, and then like Jack's not even really talking much because it's Star Wars. I think.
I'm not even sure I've been recording. I haven't been like, it's like, there's 30 seconds. 30-second video, then there's a 5-minute video.
Okay, so there you go. You heard it. Like we was meant to have Call of Duty gameplay, but Jack fucked up, so it might just be Battlefront now.
Yeah,
but I can record some Black Ops thingy and put the audio over there.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll get some more done for you by the time this video's out. You'll find out, I suppose, watching. But yeah. So we've talked about Star Wars 7 and that. Another thing I want to talk about, Tom. It's the 24th of November today. What came out yesterday?
What? Don't know.
Came out
The Hobbit.
yesterday.
Oh yeah, The Hobbit Blu-ray edition.
Battle of the Five Armies, extended Blu-ray edition. I'm gonna hopefully get that soon.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing the plan we've had since it came out.
Yep. So we've been discussing this, and I think it's fair to say that we are probably gonna. We'd like to encourage everyone to do this along with us, but we will be watching. We'll be watching Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, Return of the King, An Unexpected Journey, Desolation of Smaug, and Battle of the Five Armies extended editions all the way through. I think it's been calculated that it
around
takes
23,
somewhere around 23 hours.
Yeah, we could do that.
Will be easily. Yeah, I think we could. But I think that's going to be amazing to watch all of them together.
Yeah, we've never watched like the Lord of the Rings together, have we?
No, we haven't.
All
Went
the
to see
Hobbits,
all three of the Hobbits together, yeah.
I'm sure we'll go and watch all 3 of the Star Wars together. And the anthologies that are coming out, Rogue One, and I believe there's a few other ones as well.
Yeah. Talking about Battlefront though, and the lack of a single player campaign, EA had they are supposedly working on a single player game though, aren't they, for 2016?
To do with Star Wars?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I read from Star Wars HQ, which is a good Star Wars channel.
Yeah.
They were talking about an open world Star Wars game that could be in development to rival GTA, things like that.
Yeah. I think it's fair to say Star Wars HQ have a lot of. They really are. They're a good source of information, I think.
Yeah, very good source. I watched them quite a lot.
Sorry, Jack, you were trying to say something then?
No, I'm trying to figure out my push on the record.
Just to cut you off here, I'm going 33 to 14, and the second place is on 6 kills. So you know, I'm going quite good.
Very nice. Okay, so let's talk about the channel again for a second. So hopefully you guys will see shortly up on the channel, or it will be up and there'll be a link to it. Me and Tom are hopefully doing Legends of Tomorrow review. Yeah, Tom?
Yeah.
For the new trailer that was released, which was amazing. We won't get into it now because we will be getting into it in depth in that video.
Should be up tomorrow or later today, either stretch.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, by the time you see this video, I think that's like fair to say that's the latest this should be out, if everything goes to plan. And Jessica Jones is out. That's a great series. Tom hasn't watched it yet. Jack hasn't watched it, but I'm encouraging both of them to watch it, especially since they've watched the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies with me. I'm encouraging them to watch it, and there will be a review on the channel of me and Joe, one of the other people on the channel, talking about it. Well guys, would you look at this? You've seen my ugly mug for 2 videos talking about how these guys are going to be in videos, and finally they're in some, so that's a positive, I think.
Ready? I can't wait to do more videos. Do you want to finish off talking about Gotham, Arrow, The Flash, etc.?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So, Gotham, Arrow, Flash, and have we got anything else to talk about, any TV show wise?
Supernatural, but I don't really think that's much to talk about.
No, let's talk about Supernatural. There's not much going on in Supernatural now. Dean and Sam are fighting the darkness, and the episodes are really good, don't get me wrong, but it's not like to the equivalent of Flash and Arrow, where it's like there's an over, like the big story.
Like the 2-hour crossover this week, 2 hours of just
that's gonna be
fighting
amazing.
Vandal Savage. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
From the trailers that we've seen of Vandal Savage so far, like when it was announced he was the villain for Legends of Tomorrow, I was like, Vandal Savage, yes! I was so hyped, and Tom had no idea who he was, and I had to explain that he's an immortal. Yeah, I'm the comic guy here, but no, I feel like from what I've seen of him so far, I reckon he looks really cool. I can't wait to see him like in like proper full-on action.
I can't wait either. Like I don't even know much about Legends of Tomorrow. I know all the characters, the protagonists, but
like actual overall like story, you couldn't really theorize on it since you don't know the villain or much. But I feel like okay, let's talk about something on Arrow then. Let's talk about the Arrow season 4 premiere, the end of the episode, the grave.
Oh yeah, that's. When we first saw it, we were like discussing who we think it could be, and I don't think there is any clear.
There's not really an indication to who it can be, except we know that it's got to be a female. It's got to be someone very close to Oliver.
And well, not really close to Grant, because I don't think it could be Felicity, because Grant obviously had a crush on Felicity for a while. And
exactly, yeah.
I say Grant, but I mean Barry.
Yeah, obviously you mean Barry.
Yeah. And if it was Felicity, he'd be crying as well, because as I said, he had a crush on her. So I think it could be Laurel, which I'm gonna be honest, I hope.
Yeah.
I don't like Laurel.
I can't see it being Felicity because of obviously, like you say, Barry's reaction when he ran in. And yeah, again, I really think it's Thea though, because she's going with the whole bloodlust route.
She wanted to get herself killed, didn't she?
Yeah, exactly. I think it'll be quite upsetting to me if it's any of the characters, and I don't really want to say I want one of them to die the most, but it would definitely be one of the Lancers if I had to pick, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'll just pick Sarah because apparently she cannot stay dead.
Yeah. Well, Lancers can't stay dead. I mean, Captain Lance, he nearly died many times, and working so close with Damien Dark, obviously he's put himself at a real danger, but it seems like he's not going to be there anymore, since Oliver's going to be taking over that position. But I still think Damien knows that he's the Green Arrow somehow, like he wouldn't just accept him in.
Yeah, no, I think he does like somehow know.
And I'm still
Um,
scared, as I've said to you, to see Oliver face up against Damien Dark, considering all the magic and stuff.
Yeah,
We haven't
I
fully
wanna
seen his
know,
potential.
the Constantine crossover. I want to know what the tattoo was that John gave to
Oh
him.
yeah. Because like as we were saying, it could be like to combat magic.
Yeah,
I hope
it could be
Constantine
like
shows up on Arrow again, because that was such a good episode.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I like the flashbacks this season. It's a lot better than last season, in my opinion.
Yeah, it has. It's been really improved upon. Like, I felt season 3 was the weak one to me. Like, a lot of people hate on season 3.
I still
and
like
said
it. It's just
Yeah,
I
it's
do
not that
notice.
I don't like it. It's just that it's not me. It's not my favourite season, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's like you can't really top season 2, can you? The big fight against the Mirakuru warriors, soldiers and stuff like
No,
that.
that was insane.
Yeah.
But season 2 of The Flash, let's move on to Zoom, obviously.
There's many theories of who he is. I've got my own
Yeah.
theory, which others share, but
Go on, do you want to hit us with your theory then, Tom? Let's talk about this.
well, I don't know if well, obviously it could be, but I think it could be Henry Allen from Earth 2. Because Henry Allen's got, I know this is not much to go on, but it would be a twist, and Henry Allen's got brown eyes, Zoom has brown eyes, you can see through the costume when
Yeah.
he's face to face, so that's not all I'm going on, but I've just got a feeling that it's it.
Yeah, that's fair to say. I have seen that theory go around, like, and I don't personally like it, but I think it's a massive possibility, especially considering they did say, like, the theory was also helped out by it revealing that on Earth 2, Robert Queen became Arrow.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? You didn't see that in Enter Zoom episode 8?
No. Did they talk
you
about
didn't.
it, or?
It wasn't so much they talked about it, but it was in when Wells was talking to his daughter, or when he saw his daughter was kidnapped. One of the flashbacks to Wells of Earth 2's past. Basically, it was a news report and it says the vigilante, the Green Arrow, has been revealed to be Robert Queen, who suffered extreme stress after he was trapped on an island for 5 years and his son died.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I didn't catch that.
And that's it took, like, it's something I'm surprised people didn't hate on, because people hated season 3 of Arrow purely because they felt that they were taking Batman stories from the comics and giving it to Arrow, which kind of was with the whole Ra's al Ghul thing. But again, this was something that happened in the comics. The Flash went to an alternate timeline when he tried to change the past with his mother and Zoom. It's a very good story called Flashpoint that I personally enjoy.
Yeah, you
And,
tried to get me
it-
to watch. Well, yeah, it is a animated movie, isn't it? No, that's
Yeah,
Flash.
it's an animated
Is it
movie of
Flashpoint?
Flashpoint, yeah. The Justice League, Flashpoint, the Justice League Paradox, the animated movie is called.
Yeah.
See, alright, just taking a break a minute. It worries me that Jack's meant to have been recording Black Ops 3 footage, and it's only just came up in the corner of my screen that he's playing it.
Yeah, he's just gone onto it.
I'm testing things out.
Yeah, I've got like, well, I don't know, each match is 40 minutes, 10 minutes long, and I've finished 4 of them, so. We've
Alright,
got
well,
quite a while.
But yeah, we're gonna sorry about but yeah, Flashpoint. Obviously, I've tried getting Tom into comics and animated movies many times. But maybe we can do it together, YouTube. Maybe our viewers can help me get him into it.
What
But,
Game of Thrones, though?
Oh, Game of Thrones. Tom, do you want to talk about the poster that HBO released?
HBO released a poster yesterday now, and it was
It
basically,
should be up on screen now.
yeah, it was just Jon Snow. It was literally Jon Snow with blood on his face.
Yeah.
And I've always knew that Jon Snow is not dead. I believe he's going to be reborn as Azor Ahai, because as Melisandre said, when she looked into the fire and she said, I'm trying to see Azor Ahai or something. She said, but all I see is snow. I think that was a reference to Jon Snow.
Yeah.
That was when that was ages ago in like season 3,
Yeah.
I believe. But yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. It does look really good. There was a list of episode names revealed a while ago that was very for someone like me who reads the books. That got me very hyped. They should be on screen now. And if you do read the books, you'll know about the King's Moot between the Greyjoys, which is badass.
I read up about that as soon as I seen the episode name,
Yeah.
and I can't wait. Is it Euron Greyjoy? Yeah.
Yeah. Euron Greyjoy, yeah. But the Greyjoys, I'm glad to see them coming in finally. Like I said, me and Tom before recording this, me and Tom both watched Gotham together, and we're talking about it. I think Gotham's coming strong this season.
Definitely. It's one of my favourite shows. Like, it's just got a different feel to The Flash and Arrow.
It has got that different feeling, and like I was saying, it's hard to pinpoint when Gotham is, like what time it takes place, and they do that on purpose in the show. Like, it's got mixtures from all different times, and that's cool, I think. Like they say, Jim's been to war, but they don't like say it was Afghanistan, or if it was like they don't specify what war he's been in. And I think that's the cool thing. But it just doesn't hit home for me as much. Like, I enjoy it. It's a show like revolving around the Batman mythos, so I'm gonna enjoy it. But I don't know. At the same time, I have my problems with it about like how sometimes it can be cheesy, and you notice how things are off about it.
Yeah, I think as you have said, like the actor David Mazouz who plays Bruce, you don't like him that much this season, is it? The newest episode he played really well. I love the newest episode.
I feel like I can't blame him too much because he's younger than us, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
14.
Like 13. 14. He's not much younger than us, but he is. And for his age, he's like a good actor and stuff. And I do enjoy him as Bruce Wayne. But in my mind, I need to see when I see the traumatized child version of Bruce Wayne, I need it to be that it's Batman. I need it to see at least just the glimmer of, you know, the Dark Knight's in there.
Yeah. I know we're gonna be doing the Legend of Tomorrow trailer, but that reference to Superman and Batman, I've seen Men of Steel fall, and wait, what was it? I've seen Men of Steel. Something.
He said, I've seen a Man of Steel die.
Yeah.
And I've seen the Dark Knight fall.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant.
That was badass.
I went to sleep earlier on tonight, and I woke up to Callum tagging me and Tom in that video. And I clicked play on it, and I was like, Legends of Tomorrow, cool, Vandal Savage, Time Travel, Rip Hunter, cool, can't wait. And then that reference, oh, that really hit home for me. That's brilliant. So it's basically confirmed, really, that you can't say that's just like a little nod towards it. It's confirmed that at some point, we might not see it on the show, but in the CW timeline for this like CW universe to have taken place, Batman exists, Superman exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
Just the CW are doing so well with shows.
Yeah, they
it's
are.
really bringing the comics to life, which I don't read, but you know, you keep me up to date and stuff.
Yeah. And in all fairness, talking about how this is a nerd induction of the week, obviously this is shorter, it's kind of messy, we're just joking and talking about, and we're not really going into too much detail on things. But if we do more episodes of this, which I think we should, because I think this is really a cool idea.
Yeah, I'm up for more episodes, so.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think I'll just give you a little hit list of some comic stuff now. Is that fair?
Yeah, sure.
So Marvel's currently going strong with Secret Wars. It's just hit book 7, and it's been pushed to have 9 books when it was meant to have 8. Secret Wars is basically a big event. It's changed all of Marvel. It's killed, like, you know, entire universes, because like DC, it has, you know, a multiverse.
Yeah.
And All Marvel's just started with I don't plan on reading many books in that series, but 2 books I do plan on reading is the All New Different Avengers, which has a new roster of, so it's got like Vision, a new Spider-Man, a new Spider-Girl, and you know, some of the newer characters they brought into this new universe after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
I plan on reading that. I plan on reading a book called Old Man Logan, which is if we
Wolverine,
ever get around to doing
it.
Yeah, it's Wolverine.
So.
A book from 2008, I think, by Mark Millar, a really good writer, about Logan when he's older and like how he moved on after superheroes died. And it's a really cool book. And in Secret Wars, because it brought like, you know, oh, someone from this universe and someone from this universe, and they're all battling. So Old Man Logan is now in the all different Marvel universe. So he's in this new world after the death of Wolverine that took place last year.
Okay, sounds cool.
Yeah, and also I plan on hopefully picking up the all-new, all different Marvel book for the all-new Wolverine, which is not Wolverine because he's still dead currently. Actually, I'm not sure if he's still dead because I haven't read the book yet, but I know issue 1 is out, and it takes place of X-23, Wolverine's clone, and she takes over as Wolverine.
Okay.
And currently in DC, Bruce Wayne, I think he's Batman again soon. I haven't read much DC after Convergence, because if anyone reads comics, Convergence was an event like Secret Wars, which was, you know, meant to change the whole prospect of the universe. And it wasn't as enjoyable as I found Secret Wars, to say the least.
Okay.
But yeah, just talking quickly about it, we have Jim Gordon became the new Batman in a robotic Batman suit after
wow.
Batman supposedly died with the Joker in a cave somewhere.
I'm just thinking about Ben McKenzie as Jim Gordon becoming Batman now.
Yeah, it'd be really cool. He did like obviously the Jim Gordon from the comics has the mustache and he smokes and he's old. And there was
like
a cool
Gary
image.
Oldman's rendition.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how he looks in the new 52 comics. And what they did to him was, it was really cool. He shaved his mustache. He got, you know, like a navy buzz cut on his hair.
Oh yeah.
And then he was covered in, you know, those patches that you get to stop smoking. And like the girl came in who was financing his suit and was like, "What's with the haircut and the mustache gone?" And she's like, "You know, no one can see it in the suit, right?" And he's like, "But I'm going to war. This is how I looked when I went to war." And I was like, "That's pretty cool." There's what other comic series? There's some cool little series going on apparently in DC, but there's nothing major happening to talk about really, like nothing that's gonna change the way we look at comics forever. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. Do you think there's anything else we should touch upon in this episode of Nerd News?
I think we could always do a longer episode, but I think we should close it out around them.
Yeah, I think I'm going to talk about one last thing with Jack. Quick thought on Fallout 4.
Once it came out, it was very, very hyped up. Once it came out, people among the PC community at least were very lackluster with the amount of reviews that came with it. At first it was very negative about how it's capped at 30 frames or something like that. I myself never experienced that problem. But one of the main problems with the game, as they did with Skyrim as well, would be that the game engine, the speed of it, is capped to your frames. So people who are getting about 200 plus frames on it, their games are running very fast compared to people who are on say 60. So the pace of the game could be either hard or easier for certain people. As well as people, it was very common, which still is now, people just spoiling the ending for people because they've used a console or something, some kind of hack to get to the end, which has ruined quite a lot of people's experience with the game.
Yeah.
That's just the community with every game though. People always try and ruin the fun and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Jack tagged me in a post about Fallout 4 the other day and spoiled the ending for me accidentally. He didn't realise, it was a news article, he didn't realise that it actually gave the ending there, but yeah, now I know the ending and what happens, and I suppose it's not the best, but I don't see it as disappointing as I've been told that it was actually.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it actually happen or anything, and I don't know the situation. I just know the whole, I'm not going to say it for the sake of you guys out there, we're going to leave this part spoiler free. Should we have said spoiler alert when we were talking about the TV shows?
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, we didn't spoil anything.
No, we didn't spoil anything at all, to be honest.
We just like discussed it very briefly, really.
It's not as if we talked about the actual newest episodes.
No, we didn't. We didn't bring up a new episode with Grodd. We didn't bring up what happened in the newest Arrow episode. Oh, you talked briefly about the whole thing with Oliver and Damien, didn't you?
Oh yeah. But Damien Dark's been in since, well, beginning of the season.
So basically, I think this would it'll have different people sometimes, like depending on when we're up, and it'll come out. We don't really have a scheduled date for it, but we'll see about that. And it'll probably happen either the beginning of 1 week, talking about the previous week. Yeah, and I think that's a good way to do it, don't you think?
Yeah.
And this'll, because we don't do single reviews on the channel for every episode, and I think this will be a good way to cover it all, don't you think?
Yeah.
So we'll do it that way. I'll do a little segment about comics, we'll talk about TV shows, we'll just talk about news in general and what we think's going on and theorise on stuff, and it'll be fun, and hopefully as the channel grows we can talk more with the community. And I suppose now we're going to have to add Jack's name to the channel because he will be recording stuff for us and hopefully bringing us, what are you calling it, Jack? A Ronda Rousey run of Fallout 4?
Yeah, basically a melee only run, just because right now with my run that I'm doing at the moment, it's just basic. Everybody's doing it with guns, so I'm going to do a melee run on the hardest difficulty and see how I do.
I like that, so that's going to be fun, I'm sure. And like I said, hopefully more Battlefront stuff coming, hopefully Legends of Tomorrow video coming up soon. And we've got a lot of, I think we're really, the channels, we're coming to grips with it now. Obviously we were a bit touch and go at the start, weren't we, Tom? But I think we've got it a bit more in our heads now what we're going to do, and it's going to be quite good. So yeah, this we're still going to do a video, like me and Tom will probably get together and talk about the mid-season finales for the show, won't we, every time they happen.
Yeah.
And
I think we're going to watch them together. Well, we discussed it.
Yeah, I think we should. We're gonna do that. We're gonna, like, they'll get their own little video then, but we'll talk about like what's going on. Like, obviously, unless something big happens, then it'll get its own video, like trailers and such. And so yeah, thanks for watching. I have no idea. Does anyone remember what I said this series was going to be called when we started recording? Nerd Talk. This has been episode 1 of Nerd Talk. I'm Ryan. This is
Tom.
And Jack, say your name.
Come on, Jack.
It's only saying your name, it's not that hard, Jack.
I broke it, okay, I fixed it out. Yeah, thanks Jack.
Thank you for listening to Nerd Talk. Hope you have a good night. Please leave a comment knowing how we can improve. And as always, we will see you in our next video. God damn it, Jack.